Hello and welcome back to Fichthal, the MaizePlus experiment. So one field of oats is all ready to be harvested. But first, of course, I will take milk to the sell point. I have already readied the milk tanker. So I just have to fill it up and take it. It's around 11,300 liters. So a decent amount. And away we go. So yeah, today is gonna be the harvest day for the first field, because I think in the next month, so in August, I can harvest the second field. Field number 1 we planted, we seeded later on in the Let's Play, but yeah, I think this is gonna be perfect. Now this is traffic. I wonder if we'll be able to move through. Come on, van. Tractor, your turn. Okay, awesome. So yeah, just like in real life, struggle much through the narrow roads. And yeah, this is Central Europe for you, or maybe Northern Europe, or whatever. Let's say it's Bavaria, because the map is set in Bavaria, Germany. And overload the milk. So while this is going, I was looking at the different types we can construct in the, not in the name of, but regarding the Deutz feed brand. Okay, we got again around 14 grand. So yeah, the silos that come with the MaizePlus mod are in here. I just need to get to them. So you have these. These are bunker silo utility bunker silos. You can stack. There are bigger ones and smaller ones. You could put them next to each other, and you have a manure heap. And then you have the farm silo, in which you can store your different products, for example, grain grist and stuff like that. So this is 10 cubic meters and this is 20. This will be useful when we actually make grain grist, and so we can store it. But in the category containers, you can also find Deutz. This is again silo. And this is again 20 cubic meter silo, but here are loading stations. So this is beet pulp that can be used in different mixes, and this is brewer's grain. So if you would have a juicing station here on the map, I was looking around and I couldn't find it. This is the grain mill. We could maybe put this over here, so we can go under and load our trailer with it and take it to the farm, so we have it for making feed mixes. And this is loading station Deutz. I think this one has everything you possibly want with the MaizePlus mod. And as far as I know, the beet pulp you can only get it here, and the brewer's grain you can only get it here. There may be some mods that have a side product, beet pulp or brewer's grain, but I haven't found them yet. But it would be nice if you could maybe set up a production. You know, if you have a brewery of some sort. I know this is not made in the game, because then it wouldn't be PG everyone. I think this is rated for everyone. And of course brewery would change that setting immediately, so yeah, Farming Simulator is not gonna have it. but maybe a mod for PC would be able to get something like that. So yeah, I find that interesting. And I have also been looking at different forage harvesters. So there are base game ones that start at 380,000 pounds, euros. This is way too expensive and way too big for our farm, so I have found a mod. It's a Jaguar, so a class Jaguar or something. It looks like an older model of the forage harvester, but it could very well fit on our farm. I will have a take a look around. There is one forestry, and maybe I could find a Fendt one or maybe Deutz-Fahr one. I'm not sure. So it would thematically be well on our farm. Anyway, I keep rambling, but when I get back to the farm, I will put this tractor on the trailer, and I think I will start the combine up. It's gonna be exciting because this is the first harvest of this Let's Play, and we are gonna make straw. I hope lots of straw, and then we can start preparing the field for a wheat, because we are gonna need a lot more straw than we have at the moment, which is basically zero. As you can see, field number 1 is still in growing, but field number 2 over there is ready to be harvested, so I am gonna dig in. This way I can make some progress on the field even before I start harvesting the field number 1. Which is good, you know, because everything you can go on and do before you really need to is a plus, you know. You don't want to leave anything to just the last second, because the weather can turn and then you may have a real problem. Okay, I will turn this off for now. Speaking of weather, I am thinking of putting a weather station on. I have never used that before. This one is under tools, I think. Yeah, this is the MaizePlus 3.3. A weather station improves the weather forecast available to your farm. And I want it to be away from buildings. Somewhere around here would be probably good. I want it to be exposed, but not too exposed. So, before I do that, let me save the game and let's check what the weather forecast is. So, okay, it's looking sunny all around. And it's looking sunny in July to 3 August, the whole August, and September is first day it should be raining. Okay, now if we put the weather station in, somewhere around here. Okay, let's see. Well, the weather seems pretty much the same. Okay, maybe that will update later. But right now, let's take a hike. This is quite a large farm, you know, it takes some time to go from here to there. But this is our top liner, Deutz-Fahr. This is the base game harvester, and it suits this farm very well, so I kept it. Okay, I will move it down the field and then take a smaller tractor, probably our vintage Deutz, to take the header to the field, and then we are ready to rumble, ready to harvest. That happens when you want to say two words at the same time, so I wanted to say then we'll be ready to harvest and rumble at the same time, and the word rumble came out. Okay, let's unfold the harvester. Okay, somewhere around here, I think it's gonna be perfect. Now let me get this one. And let's go get the header. Well, this Deutz is quite hasty backwards in reverse. Some tractors are really slow when reversing, but this one not. This one is very hasty. Okay, so if I need to... yeah, I have to turn it around. This is probably the way to go. Well, you have seen nothing. This was just a simulation. This was just in your head. No, nothing happened. Okay, and now I can reverse back to the tractor, I mean to the combine harvester. I have realized only afterwards that we have mostly green machines. You know, because of the brand, the Deutz-Fahr and Fendt have green color as their main color, and the fields are green, the grass is green, and everything is green. So the thumbnails are all in green, and I also made a little bit of a green tint in the thumbnails, you know, just a design thing. So yeah, we have a very green Let's Play. Alright, you can go somewhere over here. I think we're not gonna be going this way. And of course, let's put on this. And the cables are here. Cool. Everything is connected. Now let's start. First I want to start the trasher unit. And now start the header. I think we're ready to go. Let me first check, do I have disable swath? Yeah, okay. We need to have swath enabled. Otherwise we'll be chopping the straw up. Which in this... oh wow. Oh, why are you struggling so much? What's going on? This may be because the field is lower and the header went in. Maybe. Well, the engine's not overloaded. You can see right there is 100, okay, 110, 126. What's going on. This is the base game one, it should be working perfectly. So there is a mod called Cutter Fix, and I thought it was that one, but it looks like it isn't. Okay, there is another solution. There is... No, this is too painful, I can't do this. Let me show you real quick. And yeah, I will take this off. No. Okay, yeah. So there are headers. There is a mod that where you can manually adjust the header height. Let me just quickly scroll that. Tool height control for headers. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna buy this because you need to have the actual tool height control headers. It's exactly the same as the old one is, except the difference is that I can control height. So yeah, excuse the cheating, but this really wouldn't be happening in real life. So I will make this snappy and be back with the new header. Okay, take two. So these headers are then manually controlled by your mouse or a joystick if you have another mean of controlling it, but yeah, I can manually lower it down. So let's see how this goes. Oh, not 20. Let me go down. Yeah, this now works perfectly. Okay, so it was a header height issue. Now I'm not sure, maybe the... Okay, this is way too fast. Maybe the issue is that this combine experience mod makes it somehow that the header goes too low. I haven't figured out why, but luckily there is a mod that allows you to control your header height, even though you can only use it, or it has only the base game headers in. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But maybe it's the combine experience mod that is giving me issues. Because I've had that issue on different Let's Plays, role plays, you know. Everywhere I run that combine experience mod. Now and I think of it. Anyhow, we are harvesting our first oat field. As you can see down below on the map, the yield is going up and down. It's not uniform. I'm not sure why that is, but yeah, we must have done something wrong. Maybe that's just the soil that's underneath. So yeah, today is going to be the day of harvesting and taking away this oat field, and then we are going to bale the straw that is on, and afterwards we will probably store the straw in our barn up there over the cow pen, and that's gonna be it for today. And of course you don't have to sit through all this harvesting with me, so let's play time. Not let's play. Ah, my head is all twisted. It's time-lapse time. This is the last strip of oats on this field. Excuse me, I accidentally turned off the combine. Yeah. So we haven't filled even one tank, one hopper on this combine harvester. It is a pretty big hopper, but yeah, still. We got 7,732 liters of, sorry for the interruptions, liters of oat. Let me see, I do have the auger out. Let's put it into our trailer. So judging by the size of the fields, that other field should give us at least twice as much. That seems to be the problem. Oh, I forgot. I have a manual overloading engaged. Of course. Yeah. So we should have around 20,000 liters of oat when we're done with this, and we should have a pretty decent amount of wheat. And I'm thinking of maybe leasing a field of barley if there will be any on the map, because as I have said at the start of this Let's Play, because we have a mod starting spring, actually most of the crops weren't planted or seeded into the ground because it was not yet time for seeding, because this map has adjusted seeding and harvesting times based on the actual region of Bavaria. Okay, so let's put this in the silo. Now the question, do we have any grain in the silo from previous years? No, we do not. Okay. Let me see if this silo actually takes grain grist. It does. Okay, so we don't need to make we don't need to build another silo just for grain grist, because we can put it in here. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect that, but it's a good thing. Wait, is there... Yeah, of course I can squeeze through. I will hook this up straight to the baler, because the tractor is already warmed up, and I'm gonna bale the field straight away so we can clear it, and then we can start thinking about fertilizing it with manure. That is going to be in the 2nd day of July. And then we can already cultivate it and be getting ready for new seeding session. As you can see, we can sow wheat and barley in fall. So yeah, we actually have 2 months time still, which is good because I want to do both fields. So we have plenty of straw, and judging by the autumn sowing sessions, so sowing windows, yeah, sowing window, that's the expression I was looking for, it looks like we are gonna have winter wheat and winter barley. And since the barley yields more than the wheat, I should probably do it that the smaller field is barley, because it yields more, and the bigger field is gonna be wheat. And then I think we have all 3 ingredients for grain grist. Okay, let me just try and put the header down. When you're doing this, that real cab view is realistic cab view is helping a lot because you can lean forward and you can see exactly where the pins are. And this, I think, perfect. Nope, not this. Yeah, and let's put all back in the shed so we don't have anything on the field. And we can start baling. The first bale is probably gonna be hay, because we have almost a full hay bale still in the baler. But the others should be pure straw, and I don't know how much straw we're gonna get off this field, but well, fingers crossed it's as much as we can get it off. And I think sometime pretty soon we're going to have another machine part here, and that is going to be a forage harvester. The forage harvesters, when you're using MaizePlus mod, are very useful because you can use them for silaging corn, of course, the maize. You can use them to pick up a swath of grass if you have cut it already. And you can use them also to directly cut grass with these mower types. So they can mow straight off of the field. They don't need... these are the pickups. These need swaths, and this can mow growing crops. So let's see. Yeah, these also have height control headers. And yeah, there is another thing. You can actually mow crops. So we have, for example, field number 1 is in last growth stage before harvesting. And if I would use a oh look, a plane. Nice. And another one over there. How cool is that? This map is really well done. Anyway, we could take out mowers and cut this and then roll it up and pick it up with the forage harvester or with the forage wagon, and we would get a whole crop silage. You know, you put it in bunker and you compress it, same as you would with the other silage types, and then you can actually make a whole crop silage. So yeah, you have so many different options, and forage harvesters are really useful when you're running this mod. Okay, yeah, I have folded up. Let's go back in the shed. I will have to have a think about how we'll park all the machines when we get the forage harvester. Because it is getting quite tight in here. Maybe I'll clear some of this debris and have a harvester go in here. Anyway, I will now bale the straw. This will be done in time lapse again, and see you on the other side. turning the baler off, we are sitting at 8,180 liters of straw. And you may have noticed that's only 74%. So the bales of straw in 180 centimeter circumference are actually 11,000 liters of straw. So with hay it's 9,000 liters, and with straw it's 11,000. That's huge. That's even more. But it's okay. We use straw only for bedding, so if we dump one bale in the shredder, that seems to be quite fine. Okay, so how will I tackle this next thing? I will probably sit into... No, went over it. But it should be here, yeah. Gonna sit into this one, and I'm gonna bring the bales to the barn and then load them up with Massey Ferguson. Now, while I'm on the way to the field, I will put on a weight, because I do want to take two bales at the same time, but that's 22,000 liters. So I might not be able to do them both at the same time, but I can try. If it doesn't work, there's still, you know, one bale at a time. I haven't checked how many bales we actually produced, so that is still a bit of a mystery, as we'll see quite soon. So 1, 2, 11,000, 22,000, 33,000, 44,000. Okay, we have 4 bales. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is correct. Okay, since we have only 4, I'm not gonna do the shenanigan with 2 bales at a time. I'm simply gonna pick one at a time and take it in front of that shed, in front of the barn. And dump them somewhere around here, where it's gonna be fairly easy for me to pick up. Yeah, interesting. So 44,000 liters of straw from this small field. So that feels adequate. Yeah, I'm not lined up for this. Well, good, but okay. Let me see how. Of course, saving. Let me see the cows. The cows. I have 53,000 liters in the bedding department at the moment. We almost have a full, or maybe 3/4 of the bedding requirements. Yeah, very interesting. I did not expect as much to get this much off of this field. So if I take care of the field, then maybe, you know, give it even a better pH state, we might even get more off of it. Thinking of the wheat or barley. So yeah, field 2 is going to be barley, because I said barley gives more product per acre compared to wheat and compared to other crops. All right. We cleared this field in no time, excluding the hiccup with the header at the start. I'm not sure, it really might be the combine experience mod, because I have deactivated the no lift mod, which prevented the cutter fix mod, which prevented the headers to rise and lower when you turn on the harvester. Because in the base game, when you turn off the harvester, the header goes up automatically, and when you turn on the harvester, the header goes down automatically, which is of course not realistic, and I got mods to prevent that. But it looks like that's not the issue, because I have turned that off and the combine was still struggling, so I had to exchange the header for the one where we can control tool height. And the only other mod I can think of that would change the behavior of a header is the combine experience one, but I really don't want to deactivate it because it simulates different difficulties of different crop types. You can, for example, harvest canola faster than you can harvest wheat or barley that are thicker crops, and things like that. So yeah. Oh, the brakes are like cheese brakes. Okay, straw. Where are we gonna have the straw? Since the straw blower is over here, maybe I can have it like this. Yeah, I think the straw blower is parked right under here. That's correct. It's not parked, so I could load it up easily, but okay. Never mind, I will put straw over there. And in the next episode, I will probably spread let me re-spike that. Yeah, that's it. In the next episode, I am going to spread solid manure on the newly harvested field. We already have the manure spreader, so that should be pretty easy. I do need to get a bucket or a manure fork of some sort, so we'll be able to load it and we don't mix the bucket that we use for silage with manure. That's a big no-no. Yeah, that's gonna be it, and we're probably gonna start doing some feed mixes for the cattle. We still have plenty of food, but it might be a good idea to refill the feeding trough so we don't get caught out into having an empty feeding trough. How tiny these bales look compared to these huge ones. I love it. I love it so much. Look at the size difference. Next time I'm making hay bales, I might do another one small one, just so we have 4 small ones because we use 2 per load, and that might be a good idea, so we can efficiently use all 3 bales, the smaller ones I mean. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. If I remember, of course. There's always that. I usually write things down, but sometimes I don't. And when I don't, it's all left to coincidence. Will I remember? Will I not? Okay. Well, this is it for this episode. I would like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in July number 2, second day of July. And of course, I wish everything good for you and see you next time. Bye bye.